Hello, hello, hello. It's Christine Trainer talking to you from New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. It's January 23rd, day 392 of my everyday journey, I do believe. It's about 5:29 in the p.m. And I know I'm a little later, but guys, I'm in the process of doing a couple of everyday journeys because I'll be out all day tomorrow and won't be able to do one. So it's going to be a couple of pre-recorded ones, but you know what? That's the idea of how to get yourself going on social media. And that's my theme. I want to talk about social media and how it's affected my life and how it's helped me. But let's get some nitty-gritty here. Let's go on Google and see what it says, what social media means. First of all, they have a dictionary that says social media, and that just says websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking, which means like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, right? And another one from Oxford, that one is an interesting meaning. It says definition of social media: forms of electronic communication such as websites for social networking and microblogging. That's kind of like you have a blog on social media, I guess, or maybe I guess you consider your Facebook page a blog, I guess. Through which users create online communities to share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content, such as videos, which is the thing I tell you. Videos are key. That's why I do these all the time. How about what is the real meaning of social media? Refers to websites and applications that are designed to allow people to share content quickly, efficiently, and in real time. The ability to share photos, opinions, events, etc. in real time has transformed the way we live and also the way we do business. Yes, social media is great for businesses because you can acquire friendships and leads and wonderful business partners through such a wonderful way because you're sharing your information with others and you're learning and you're growing, and in tune you become good friends, you start a good relationship, they know and love and trust you, and then they ask about what you're doing. It's a wonderful part of social media. I really am learning to enjoy it. Now, what is social media and why is it important? Well, what is the use of social media? In business, social media, that's for me, is used to market products, promote brands, and I am my own brand, by the way. Connect to current customers and foster new business. That's true. Social media analytics is the practice of gathering data from blogs and social media websites and analyzing that data to make business decisions. Because then you analyze what is good, what isn't good, and you get the stats about it and you decide what you can really do, right? It's really wonderful. The 6 types of social media. They say social networking. A social networking site is a social media site that allows users to connect and share with people who have similar interests and backgrounds. Bookmarking sites, social news, media sharing, microblogging, blog, comments and forums, videos as another one. And then it says this is interesting. Who invented social media? It says we're talking about the technologies, right? That can be classified as social media. The honor of the godfather of social media goes to Tom Truscott and Jim Ellis, who in 1979 invented the world's first Usenet social system. So it's been around for a while when you think about it. Usernets enabled users to read, post messages to various categories such as news groups. News, that's how it started. And then it says emotional impact, how social media affects our lives. People use social media for many things, such as socializing, finding and sharing information, shopping, and simply as a diversion. These are just a few of the ways that social media can improve people's lives, or on the other hand, social media can cause stress and other negative emotions. And it says, how can social media affect your health? I actually, like as it says, how powerful is social media? And it says social media is powerful because it has the ability to reach a huge number of people in any parts of the globe. It's worldwide, right? Social media is such a powerful tool when used in the right hands because, like many things, it can be good and bad, not just for yourself, but for society as well. So it depends on how you want to use it. If you want to use it socially because you already have a good 9-to-5 job, you're happy, you're doing well, you just want to use and share your thoughts, your life and whatnot, fine. You're not going to it can be stressful, I guess. I mean, way back in 2010, guys, I started to use social media because I was working in an office with my sister Vicky. We were doing a direct marketing kind of stuff, and I thought, okay. She said you have to be on social media, because all I was doing was just going on the internet. I was just going on YouTube. Social. I was just on my off time, even on my computer when I worked in the office with my sister. I was just doing a little bit. Like, I was just going online. I was sometimes emailing my family, because I've had my email for over 20 years. Actually, yeah, I've had it for 20 years. I've had my email address, and all I would do just go on Google, learn stuff. I actually did a lot of personal development when I was on the internet. I really wasn't doing social media. I wasn't quite sure about Facebook, but my sister said Facebook and Twitter, you got to get on. And so I said, okay. So I just started up. She showed me some information, because my brother-in-law was mostly on it before I was, and she shared me some information, and I said, okay, I'll do it. So I started an account on Facebook. I went on and learned a bit about it, and as time went by, I basically just shared what I enjoyed, which was, I loved people, I loved flowers, and I'm still a big foodie. But I tell you, foodie was my thing. So I shared a lot of recipes. I shared a lot of food pictures. I shared also a lot to do with health. I was a big fan of baking too, so I shared about baking. I love flowers. I love animals. So that was my theme, it was just people and places and things and animals. And sometimes there were certain causes I would help, because my suit was on it before me, and so I would help him towards his causes. And then on Twitter, it was a bit different for me. I wasn't sure what to do. And up until about 17 months ago, I only had like 13 followers on Twitter. Now I have about 200, close to 300, so that's not too bad, because I try my best to post on it. I'm doing it somewhat like Facebook, but I think you have to be new. And then a few years after I was on Facebook, I mean, by the time it was about up until 18 months ago, I had about maybe 250, 240. And somebody like me, I don't know what, I had about 240, I had more followers than I did people who became my friends on Facebook. It was basically family and friends I knew socially. And then I got a few more people that I would listen. And I was new then still. But I understood a bit about social media more now that I would read about it and watch about it on TV and read online and go. I was always researching. And I tell you, and I learned an awful lot. That's how I started to learn more on social media. How it didn't bother me. I didn't get upset. I wasn't up at night going insane. But I really enjoyed the beauty of sharing my life and experiences on social media. So I decided to investigate it more and see if I could learn. And lo and behold, I saw these wonderful groups. And I saw some interesting working online jobs, so I would inquire about it. And then I just kept doing it for a year or two. But I tell you, I didn't really go on Instagram till maybe about 3 years ago, I think. 2 years ago? 3 years ago? When I was about 57, 58, I think. 2 years ago, I think. No, wait a minute. Yeah, it was like just before I became part of the work I do now. I just checked out Instagram, because Instagram was mostly on your phone, right? And then I found out that I had it on my phone. I had Instagram, and I didn't really do much till when it was a part of the beautiful community I'm a part of through social media, Cooler Brands. They taught me how I could go online, and I could go on my main computer, and I could get myself on my desktop Instagram. And then I started really getting into it. Now I have about going on to 600 followers on Instagram, so that's not too bad of 2 years. It could be more, but that's okay. So I have more on Facebook. I have a small following and on LinkedIn as well. But I tell you why I'm talking about social media, because it's taught me an awful lot this past 18 months. I've learned, and I have more to go. There's so much more to go on social media. And I actually find it a beautiful learning experience. I actually met so many people all over the world through social media. I've met some interesting people on my business, in the world of business as well. There's our girl. She's coming to say hello. She's part of social media too, my little Etta. Oh, she's going down. So I wanted to share this with you today, because to me, social media is important in different ways if you use it the right way. If you're using it socially, or part two is still beautiful, because you can share your life in such a positive way. But it can also be negative because there can be some bad people out there too. So just be careful if you're doing socially. If you're doing it businessly, just be careful how you're doing as well. Don't spam the heck out of people. Get to know people as friends on social media. People know and love and trust people. They don't know and love and trust business products and services. So once they get to know and love and trust you, they'll be curious about what you do for a living. What is your business and product? And maybe you might have a new lead. But don't push like a maniac on social media. Enjoy it first as you start your new business. I actually started to enjoy it. I'm starting to enjoy it more now. When I first started about 18 months ago, I still was enjoying it because I was creating new posts. I was learning how to understand the social media when I'm now have the business. I'm part of the business world now. I have to do it a little differently. And believe it or not, guys, I've learned a thing or two. Whoa, I've learned so much. I've learned I never really did that, but don't spam the heck out of people. Though if you're going to meet new friends, get to know them as friends. Enjoy their pages. Interact with them. Connect with them through your timeline. Comment on their beautiful posts and get to know them as people, because there's so many beautiful people out there who are in business for themselves, and sharing their life as well is just as important. And if you want to continue on, start with one platform first. And a lot of people do Facebook. Some people do LinkedIn first, who knows, and just work on that first. And then once you've gotten to understand social media and how it works and understand that platform, then maybe it took me, I was already on Twitter anyways, but I was mostly on Facebook. So I started into my Twitter, and I didn't do my Instagram till, well, I was playing around with it while I was first starting my job, because I am with Cooler Brands, and that's where they've taught me an awful lot. But I also say, get a mentor, somebody that's been doing this for a while, and learn from them. They'll teach you all about how it is. Ask questions, learn how social media works, get to know the ins and outs. So when you start on social media, because I started from scratch, guys. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a coach. I was brand new at it. I'm still new, but I've learned an awful lot. Now I know I'm careful not to be put in jail if I put too many posts out. My posts, it also depends on your wording on Facebook. That's why I like Instagram. Twitter is a little bit, can be hard on you. And I love Instagram. I love LinkedIn because they're not too hard on you, because LinkedIn is the business version of social media, where you can do wonderful, thoughtful posts of value, but you can also do posts of value of business and share who you are. It's wonderful. So this is my information about social media. I hope it gave you some value, because I wanted to share it with you today, guys, because it's a hard thing for people to really be a part of. But this was, I read this information before, and I said, I want to read this and share this today, because I really wanted to tell you that my experience on my everyday journey on social media is every day. I do it consistently, about 10, maybe over 10 hours a day, depends on how my health is. Tomorrow I may be on less, because of course I got the hospital day, but I'm going to do another everyday journey, guys, and you'll see it tomorrow anyways, because I don't want to miss doing this. That's what's the beauty of social media. When you're on YouTube too, you can do a video and then you can schedule it and somebody can see it. That's what I'm learning about scheduling my videos. And the next thing I'm going to learn is how to get on all platforms when I'm doing a video. So guys, I'm learning. There's so much to learn on social media, how you can get yourself out there. If you just want to share and give value and enrich people's lives as you are in business, that's a good thing too. That's how you can use social media for the good. But don't use it for the bad, because you're after somebody or you're spamming somebody, because you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get a lot more haters than lovers on social media. But you're also going to get haters too on social media. People get jealous of you too. So it's a crazy game. But if you're willing and you're strong and you're consistent, you will do well on social media. So that is my information and my take on social media today, as I continue on with my everyday journey on social media marketing world. Okay, guys, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. I enjoyed sharing with you guys, because I love doing stuff like this. So, as I like to always say, make today a great day on your everyday journey, because only you can make it a great day. Learn about social media. Understand it. Find a mentor and a coach, somebody that'll share their information to you so you can learn. And it takes a while, but you can get there, and you really will be happy to be part of social media. It's great for your business. I tell you that right now. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Bye.